just notifying people that I am live. And we will start up here in just a moment. Alright, we're gonna continue up where we left off the other day. Slip of the tongue. I think this was a DLC case.
Phelps, Kowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Yes, sir.
I swear the more
right
red
on
cars
that.
we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
Ooh, sorry. Oh.
Guy gave his wife.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down on one.
You're behind the wheel.
Almost got my partner killed. Could have been me.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having their death strewn all over the front pages.
Yeah. So I find that this takes place during the 1940s. I think I said 1930s last stream. Wasn't sure.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him.
Oh, no, I gotta
Remember,
drive.
we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a
I
stolen
don't do
green
good with
Kaiser
these.
Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Oh my god. Oh. Almost hit somebody. That would have been bad. I haven't had any injuries yet.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
jump up! Now!
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get brakes.
Out of the car now!
Call it in.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
Owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison.
Got him
Until
all
we do,
right.
You're going
Yes.
downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Can you drive to this one? You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Ain't that the truth?
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Give me 1 second. Checking a couple of things.
What are we waiting for?
Right.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison.
Oh,
it
I
was
know who
a
he is.
green
Yeah.
two-tone Kaiser Fraser, if I remember right.
Do you have the bill of sale?
Richard Kind?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Okay. Let's take a look at this one.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
That maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Gotcha. Seems legit.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
I'm not so sure. Yeah.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
Definitely. Don't trust him.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
So with the banks closed over the weekend,
I might be able to stop payment.
thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
3 out of 5.
Hope you
Dang.
sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built
I think
too
I
low.
should have accused him, but I
Fastballs
wasn't
fly
sure
over
which
his
one to
head.
use.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
I see a phone box here. We'll call it in. There we go. Like, why is it not letting me? Silly.
Phelps,
Walking around forever.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a marquee printing company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Any messages?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you. You know the way. You can drive.
Hey, hey, hey! What the hell are you doing?
Subtle as a hand grenade in a barrel of oatmeal.
I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you.
You can drive.
I like your thinking, Phelps. Call it evidence. The guy's an asshole. You can pick a pound.
Hmm. Do 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 do.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
You think the Vice boys get any on this side?
I think those Vice boys get any on the side.
I gotta have it. Hey, buddy, you drop something?
No, that's not where I want to go.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Interesting.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay, okay.
That's
I
rough.
hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if this
What
information
for?
is worth
Nice.
anything.
Oof.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightfall. Gordon Lightfall. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
I want to make
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Jean Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Guy gave I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
That's that cop.
Must have escaped from the loony bin.
Here we go. Made it over there.
Ah, we missed her. Ask the lady at the counter what happened.
Well, this day was a total waste of makeup.
So what next?
Ah, we missed her. Ask the lady at the counter
I'm looking
what
for
happened.
Jean Archer.
Yes, sir. She's already gone. She seemed in a terrible hurry, shouting and cursing. Is there some kind of problem?
No problem, ma'am. Thank you for your help. You drive.
Maybe I just
I need
didn't
to go
get
over
there
the case
fast enough.
notes.
Wonder if that was time.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall. Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
I think you're in this up to your neck, Lightfall.
You're out of your mind. What an allegation. I'll report you to your superiors. The chief of police is a very good friend of mine. A very heartfelt and genuine apology is in order from you, young man.
Dang it. I got the wrong one.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
You sure you don't know either of them?
Oh, I hit the wrong
Never
one.
heard of either gentleman.
I'm doing
Do you have a
terrible.
delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightfall. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightfall. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
I didn't get enough information before coming here, probably.
You know the way. You can drive.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
Standby.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
This doesn't look good.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me. Throw out the guns.
Can I get some cover here for the love of God? You're gonna get yourself killed. There, light him up. Mister, come get me. Clear, go! Pretty brave for a dead man.
Clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Stay down.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
Okay, apparently I just tossed my gun too.
Marquee Printing
Delivery
Company.
note.
There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Dang it, see.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak. There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about Marquee Printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
So none of these cars are stolen? You just shoot at intruders as a general policy?
Hell, what would you do? You gotta be careful. There's a lot of thieves around.
Oh, brother, now I've heard everything.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
Oops.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
I went terribly. Guess we're going back here.
Hey, I think I see a bot.
Can you drive to this one?
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work. They have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and then pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightfall, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightfall. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightfall.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightfall. Gordon Lightfall, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Got that one right, at least.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
Not what I'm intending, but sometimes that's what happens, unfortunately. 4 stars, that's not bad. No injuries again, no vehicle damage, just a little bit of city damage. So, I missed 2 clues. And 5 questions I got wrong. Oof, too many.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
New outfit. Okay, look at what my new outfit is. Fallen Idol.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you, Banter. With the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
There we go. Turn subtitles on. And photo mode on. So that, I believe there's a thing to be taking
I'm just trying
photos.
to fit in.
Educated, hard.
But look right on here. things like that. Take a photo of.
Straight as an
Go
arrow.
to.
I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in at Central.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
The nerve of some people.
You can drive.
Oh, I just drove straight there. Okay, didn't miss
Her
anything.
face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic
actress.
detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Okay.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Okay. We'll talk to the coroner then. See what he has to say.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
On the trunk, huh?
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the purse. Oh. What have we here? Here's Jessica. So this is for Jessica.
She's a long way from home.
Her mother? Gotcha.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women
someone
dead.
tried to kill him.
Find anything interesting?
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Oh, okay. We got the thing for all the clues, so... Go talk to her.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast
You?
of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop, huh?
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Uh-huh.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Typical. That's how they work.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
You're behind the wheel.
11K Roger, en route.
To the hospital we go.
Hello,
Let's find out
Detective
where she's
Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes.
at. Hey,
She's in the
Flash,
room,
how's it going,
right
buddy?
behind you, detective.
I'm doing alright.
You can't hold me here. No!
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly
I'm
was.
doing, it's going alright.
Hydrate would be my guess. And there's clear evidence of
did
abuse.
one case.
She's still a minor, detective.
4 stars
Someone
out of
planned
5.
a double
It
murder
was
to
a
cover up
little
a
rough, but I
statutory
got
rape.
through it.
Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose.
So this girl's only about 15. She's been abused. So you're coming into a pretty
Feeling better
rough
since this
story
morning,
here.
Jessica?
So she's wanting to become an actress.
Feels swimmy.
Yeah, this is, you're gonna see about Hollywood and how they treat people.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just pause it real quick. So what's going on is the case just started. You've come in and there's 2 people in an accident. One's a pretty A-list star actress, and her husband's pretty famous too. They're blaming the producer. And then you've got this young girl, maybe her niece, who wants to become an actress as well. And she's clearly been abused, maybe even raped, by this supposed producer. And so we're getting ready to find out more from her if we can. But the A-list actress is very shady as well, even though she was clearly drugged and they tried to kill her. So we're trying to figure out more about what's going on here.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Nothing happened, huh? Nothing at all.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, some of these cases are pretty serious.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
Oh, I mean, like I said, one of the you deal with later on.
You need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica.
Or
tell
the
them what has
Black
happened.
Dahlia murder, which is
you
one
don't
of
need
the
to worry them. They sent me along
craziest.
to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
It's pretty brutal.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make
I
this
don't know
right
if you know
if you
much
lie
about
to
the
us?
Black Dahlia murder.
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Yeah, got a letter
Because
from
you're
your
a
mom.
runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint.
Oh, are you playing Hearthstone right now?
I think I must have passed out.
Just nervous.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true.
Oh, that's not good.
Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe you should just take a break anyway.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
And that's the A-list actress. Which it looks like we're gonna follow. Oops.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Oh, man.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Wait. What am I supposed to be doing? Cover? Okay. Yeah, I'm kinda hungry too. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. That was taking too long. I'm supposed to get inside. I see what I'm supposed to do.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Funny, I got an achievement for tailing her.
Baby?
There we go.
No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Ooh, discovered a landmark.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified. All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 8, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street.
Oh, that's where we're going.
11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to
That's
the
not
apartment
good.
before someone gets hurt.
That's fine. I'm probably gonna be ordering soon. Food too. I haven't
You
eaten
the cops?
myself.
I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Give it up! LAPD!
I curse you and your children.
All right, if you really want to dance.
Oh, I lost my hat.
Must be out of your tiny mind.
Oops. No, beat the crap out of him. Lost my hat. Dang it.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes, thank you. Just look at this mess.
What? Did I pick up my hat?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
I want to be able to pick up my hat. Come on.
Not much help.
Where's my hat? That's why. Oh. How do you pick that up? I'm trying to... Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Presented to Mark.
Gay Cowboys, huh? Gotcha. What is this? Check.
What do you have to do to earn
$20,000.
$20,000?
Just a clock.
Maybe.
Okay.
No.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Just money.
Not everything here is going to be relevant. Seems irrelevant.
Okay. Look out the window. Oh, what's this?
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Ooh.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
Oh, this is a
My
mermaid,
husband,
yeah.
Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Good. Good, good. Oh, look
There's
at
the
that.
set. Hollywood's own little piece of Babylon.
Huh. I think we found everything.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting.
Where can we find your husband?
Do you know where he's at?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Looking at me
Either we
straightforward.
find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were ill. Hopgood might know.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
That's creepy.
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
That's great.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Well,
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
woohoo. Guess that's where we're going next.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Sorry, just ordering some food real quick.
You know the way. You can drive.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
We are officially looking at Hollywood here.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Okay, let's see. Where are we looking here? Gather my surroundings. Interesting.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Oh, there's the Mickey. Oh, what's this? A mirror?
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors.
Camera.
There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
It can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Keep
So
the
this
same
is where you
shrunken
sprang
head here.
from.
Wait. Yeah, already looks at that.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like
Oh,
to
Mickey
drink?
Cohen?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler.
Patrick
Interesting
Fischler.
combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have. Yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the
I don't
middleman
know
taking its
him.
cut.
He's kind of a creep.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Oh no. That's our friend. Mickey Cohen. Bad guy, we already know that though. That wall looks weird. Found it.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Jessica Hamilton.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Huh. See into the toilet even. That's terrible. Alright, so we got all the clues, it looks like. Let's have a go at this.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Yeah, you are.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous.
Oh, hey Jacob, how's it going?
But it might be a good spot to hide.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
Works a bit rough
Deal is I
today,
get
huh?
to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen, but part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
Enough of the lies.
I told you I get my cut selling dirty movies.
Then why is there a 20?
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget.
Film burned out.
June said she'd sell him the
I
film
know
once the
that
movie had
feeling
wrapped,
from
but
work.
guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
Yeah.
That's all for now,
Really
Hopgood.
good story.
We're taking you in.
Basically, you play a cop.
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice. You've been roughing
taking
up my
down
informant?
crime, making your way
Hopgood
up
is a
through the
vice
ranks,
informer?
getting
Yes, he
promoted.
is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at
Up
that
the
mug.
hump, starting
Have
on
you been
patrol,
upsetting
getting
these two
promoted
officers,
detective,
So we just drop it?
You do if you know
arson,
what's good for you.
homicide.
You need to catch the movie producer
Eventually, you
before an
find
angry
out there's
husband does,
corruption
from what
in
I'm
the
hearing.
I'll be making a
precinct
full
and
report to the captain, detective.
You
take
do
down
that,
bad
kid.
cops.
We're all very impressed with you.
But there's some
Let it
pretty
slide,
gruesome
Cole.
cases like
Let's
this
get outta
one. It takes place in the 1940s.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't
You
happen
deal
to know
with,
the guys who roughed up
Mickey
Mrs.
Cohen.
Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not
The
us.
Black Dahlia
We don't do
murder.
that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole?
Yeah, I
Now run along
understand.
back
This
to
is a
your
long
boss
game.
so we can pat you on the head and tell you what
Came
good
out
boys.
about 9 years ago on the 360 and the PlayStation 3. I had it on the 360, and it was
I don't
3
think they like
discs.
your pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here!
Oh, crap.
I can't take the shot
That's
from here,
not
Cole.
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
Ooh. I just hit somebody. That's my first person that's hit. My bad.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Any unit in the vicinity, see the man on 211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further
Yeah.
unit to handle code 3 identified.
Oh. So I can do these now?
Why aren't you using the siren?
Any unit in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd Neal Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3.
Uh-oh. Shoo-shoo
What took
bandit.
you so long? They're getting away.
What happened here, sir?
So this is a side mission.
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth wearing a watch like.
LAPD!
Cop!
Hey, take it a run to the car. Stop him, Phelps.
Bam. They ain't getting away. Oh, punks.
Car 11K. Shots fired. The suspect is down at 3rd and Hill. It's code 4 here, but I need an ambulance.
11K, roger on the ambulance. All units, the shooting at 3rd and Hill Street is code 4. Code 4.
Ooh. Completed my first.
Can you drive to
street
this one?
drive. Hey, what's up? Levi, how's it going?
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps.
Come
I'll cover
on.
the exit.
Why you gotta run?
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
This is all a big mistake.
Come on, catch him. Yeah, they always run. I'm doing
It's
alright.
us or McAfee's boys, your choice!
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything, then why are you running?
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn.
Kick me in the face, yeah, I got too close.
Bishop, that's enough!
That girl made it all up.
Movie set's falling apart. That did not go well. That was a fail.
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
That was a funny fail. Try that again.
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn maniac!
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
This is all a big mistake.
I tried to follow his route. That didn't work, so gotta remember that next time.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you didn't do anything, huh?
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come
Yeah,
quietly.
didn't do
Just
anything,
don't
eh?
kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Great. Now after running after him, I'm gonna have a shootout.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
Reinforcements are on the way.
I'm gonna
Cease
put
and desist.
everywhere. It's this way. Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
LAPD. There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Come on, it's this way. You have to get me out of here. Your move, mister. Come get me. Oh, Hannity! Oh!
Oh, got him.
For the love of God, how many are there?
Oh, better get in cover.
I'm out of here. I don't want to die here. This is all fault. The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. There's
Jeez.
an army of them. We're done for.
Get him over here! I'll cover you! Come on! The cavalry's here!
I should have known that bitch was trouble. Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them! Quickly! This way!
Find some cover.
Okay, well, that works.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Come on, let's keep moving. Let's go. Stay with me. Fire bullet, you son of a bitch.
Stay in cover.
Follow me. Come on.
Stay in cover.
All right, let's go. Now.
Oh, I guess you can.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Shoot those sons of bitches.
Bishop, that's enough.
This one's got your name on it. We got papers like that. Come on! Throw some lead at those bastards!
Dang.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop,
That's a
erstwhile
shootout.
film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Okay.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Yeah.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this
This
bebop
case is
palaver?
probably
How are you supposed to
gonna be my
dance to
last
that?
once this cutscene and stuff is done. I got food that's being
This is
delivered.
Phelps, Leroy.
and then
Be
I'm
nice to him.
Gonna
You'll like this place. They treat you right.
eat. I don't know if I'm gonna
You like a table, Roy?
get back on
What do you
later
think we
today,
want
or
to
if
do?
I'm gonna
Stand at the
continue
bar
this
like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready
tomorrow.
for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you
But
beat
looks
that?
like-
Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing
getting
tonight?
Yes, she is.
motion to
She has the next set.
homicide.
Come on, Cole. You can meet
Like,
Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the
As you
door.
can tell, Roy Earl, not the best cop.
He
in the
was my
world.
only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best
And the guy in the white,
The only man who ever
we've
loved
been
me
seeing
without
in
putting his hands on me.
cutscenes that go to the
Hi,
back.
Elsa.
Or
Here's
go to
someone
the
I'd like
past.
you to meet.
He's
Cole
definitely
Phelps,
a bad guy.
war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I
And
want
he's
to meet
probably
another
killed our
fascist
friend that
from
was
the
in the war with us. Along with Mickey
Sorry about
Cohen.
this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Oh, it says no injuries. I did hit somebody, so I got lucky. Complete all cases on the traffic desk. Alright. Six months later. After the big promotion. Yes, apparently they did not. Alright, I am gonna stop there for today. I did a few cases. This second one was pretty long, actually, compared to some of these other ones. And I did my first side quest as well, so we'll be running into more of those at some point. But I think I'm just gonna call it a day because I gotta sleep and then get into work later tonight. But might play this again some more tomorrow. Appreciate all of you stopping by, chatting for a bit. See if we can raid somebody. I don't know if there's anyone I've got to raid offhand. I think most of my friends are not streaming. I've got a few. For whatever reason, it's only... got a few people. But I see one person I want to raid. I haven't got him. We're gonna raid Sam. And she's playing Minecraft Dungeons. So if you want, just say hi for a bit. And again, thanks for stopping by and chatting. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.